Hello everyone, my name is Michelle. Welcome to this gentle Vinyasa float for hips and emotional release. Today we'll bring our attention just below that navel into that pelvic region, also just below that tailbone. So also known as our sacral chakra, seat of emotion, of inspiration, and of creativity. And as we flow through today's practice, noticing what rises, what falls, both in emotion and sensation in the body, and just allow things to be as they are. We don't need to fix anything. Let's begin connecting to our breath. Maybe closing the eyes or finding that soft gaze. So filling that body with the breath. Inhale through the nose. And to exhale, softening throughout the body. And again, inhale, fill the body with the breath. Exhale, soften. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. On the inhale, send the heart forward and out, pulling the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, rounding out the back, sending that tailbone under. And again, inhale, space through the front of the body. Exhale, space through the backside. Inhale. And exhale. And gently back to center. On the inhale, sending the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want to share some affirmations with you today. I embrace my creativity, my inspiration. I welcome all emotions. May I notice as they rise and fall, allowing things to simply be, and I am balanced. You can gently blink the eyes open if they've been closed. Find that focal point slightly ahead. We can release and come out of our easy seat. Let's make our way into tabletop position. And some gentle sways here, forward and back. Just beginning to allow that energy to move through the body. Noticing the support beneath you. And gently back to center. Let's release that right heel to the back of the mat. Toes pointing down, taking an inhale, exhale, bring that knee towards your right shoulder. Beginning to open up through that hip. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Finding your range of motion. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Send that heel back. Send that heel towards the sky. Begin to find some circular movement with that hip. Just slowly warming the hips up. Deepen breath. And to exhale, let's reverse that circle. And gently back to center. Send that heel to the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, step up, foot through. Find your version of low lunge. Pressing those hips forward. Knees stacked over that ankle. So just beginning to notice what you're feeling through the hips. Really bringing that attention to that left hip flexor, just in front of that hip. Deepen breath. Exhale, gently send the hips back. Maybe there's a bend in that front leg. Inhale, send the hips forward. Exhale, release back. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more here. Inhale. Space through that hip, through the front of the body. And exhale. Gently back to center. Find your easy twist. Right arm to the sky or lower back. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Send the right toes out. Finding a little bit deeper stretch into those hips. Maybe some gentle movement. And inhale. Exhale gently back to center. Toes face the top of the mat. Release that right foot back into tabletop position. Left heel to the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, left knee towards left shoulder. Inhale, extend. And exhale, contract. So just noticing what you're feeling through that left hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, send that heel towards the sky. Begin to find circular movement here. Again, not forcing, just allowing your hip to move, finding your range of motion. And let's reverse that circle. And extend that heel back. Inhale, exhale, send that foot through, find your low lunge. Press those hips forward, begin to bring that attention into that right hip flexor. Taking a deep in breath. Exhale, send the hips behind. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, space through the front of the body. Exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Gently back to center. Turn the left toes out. Maybe finding some gentle rocks here. And gently back to center. Toes are forward. Release that left foot back. Let's tuck those toes under, send your hips up high into your first down dog. Maybe pedaling through those feet. Deep bend in those knees. Walk, step, or jump feet to the hands. Body is heavy. Deep in breath. Exhale. Deep bend in those knees. Slowly roll up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mountain pose, toes forward. Hip points are forward. Inhale, send the shoulders forward. Exhale, down and back. Settling into those legs and feet. Inhale, send the arms overhead. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Begin to shift into that left foot. Right knee towards heart center. Send that knee out. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Also option to release the foot to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Finding that external rotation. Inhale. And back to neutral. Exhale. Maybe extending that heel. Inhale. Exhale, release that foot to the back of the mat. Find your high lunge. Always the option to release that back foot flat for a little bit more support. In high lunge, pulling those inner thighs towards one another. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. So on the ball of that back foot, turn those right toes out. Finding a deeper stretch once again into those hips. Maybe some gentle movement or rocks. Maybe releasing that right knee to the mat, reaching behind, beginning to bring that right heel towards you, reaching for the inside of that foot. Pulling that left shoulder back. Inhale. And exhale. Again, noticing what you're feeling through the front of that right hip. Inhale. Exhale, release. Arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Tuck the right toes under, send the knee off the mat. Toes are forward. Bring that right foot in to meet the left. Slowly roll up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. In mountain pose, send the shoulders forward. Inhale. Exhale, down and back. Begin to shift into that right foot. Maybe bringing left knee towards heart center or foot to the mat. Send that knee out. Inhale. And exhale, back to center. Just noticing what you're feeling through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, release that heel forward. Inhale, exhale, send that foot back. Either find Warrior 1 or high lunge. And engaging the legs, magnet pulling the inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, exhale, release the hands to the blocks. Send the right toes out, finding a deeper stretch here. Maybe some gentle rocks or movement here. What sensations are you feeling through those hips? Deep in breath. And exhale, maybe releasing that left knee to the mat. Maybe reaching behind with that right arm, maybe releasing left heel towards you, taking hold of the inside of that foot. Pulling that right shoulder back. Inhale and exhale. One more here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Reaching that arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. Send those toes to the top of the mat. Tuck the left toes under. Send that knee off the mat. Bring that foot in to meet the right. Body is heavy. Slowly roll up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the shoulders forward. Inhale. Exhale, down and back. Arms overhead. Inhale and exhale. Feeling that stability through your legs and feet. Inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift into that left leg. Bring that right knee towards heart center, or again, heel to the mat. Inhale, extend that heel forward. Exhale, find your warrior 3. So hands to the blocks, maybe to heart center, wherever you'd like to place them. Length through that spine. Inhale. And exhale, release that foot flat, coming into warrior 2. Press to the outer edge of that back foot. Feel your stability here. Inhale and exhale. Take that lunge forward. Inhale. Exhale, extended. Wherever you'd like to take that left arm and hand. Coming back through center. Inhale. Straighten through that front leg. Exhale. Flip that palm to the sky. Reverse triangle. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, triangle pose. Maybe adjusting that back foot in. Maybe left hand to block, to shin. Deepen breath. Exhale, coming up. All toes face the side. Coming into a twist or Skandasana on that right side. Coming into a twist or Skandasana on that right side. Maybe hands to blocks or mat. Inhale. Exhale, shift through center, coming into that left side. Inhale. Exhale through center. If you come to that twist, just sending that right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Find your forward fold here. And gently coming up, arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior 2. Flip that palm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Windmill those arms down. Frame that front foot. Step into plank or tabletop. Shoulders over those wrists. Release those knees. Gently release your chest to the mat. Hands by the rib cage. Gently roll up. Press into those legs. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And inhale. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale. Shift through tabletop. Tuck those toes under. Send your hips up high. Deepen breath. Exhale, bend those knees. Walk, step, or jump feet to those hands. Scoop everything to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Begin to shift into that right foot. Bringing that left knee towards heart center or foot to the mat. Extend that heel forward. Inhale. Exhale, find warrior 3. Energy through that back leg, rooting deeply into that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, release that foot to the back of the mat. Find your warrior 2. Settling into those legs and feet. Take that lunge forward. Inhale. Exhale, find your version of extended. Inhale, coming up. Straighten through that front leg. Palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse triangle. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, triangle pose. Engage those legs. If you're pulling something up through center, press away from the earth. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. All toes face the side. Begin to shift into that left leg. So maybe finding that twist, maybe finding your version of Skandasana. Inhale. Exhale, shift through center, up and over to that right side. Inhale. Exhale through center. And inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Deep in breath. Exhale, deep bend in those knees. Send everything to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Flip that palm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Windmill those arms down. Frame that front foot. Step through plank or tabletop. Move through your first chaturanga here, or maybe passing, coming into down dog. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. So sending that left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, send that leg through, finding your version of pigeon pose. Option to take a block underneath that left hip. Maybe it's in front of that right. Maybe releasing forearms to box. Inhale, find length in that spine. Exhale, gently begin to release forward. So let's bring our minds into those hips. Just notice what you're feeling, what sensations are there, and give yourself permission to find release. Taking a deep in breath. And to exhale, letting go. Deep in breath. Exhale, gently make your way up. Then release back into three-legged dog. Send that right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, send that leg through. Block under that right hip or in front of that left. Finding length in the spine, inhale. Exhale, gently release. So again, just noticing where you're feeling through those hips, taking a deep in breath, and to exhale, allowing release throughout the body and those hips. Deep in breath. Exhale, gently make your way up to the hands, finding three-legged dog into down dog or down dog. Inhale, exhale, release. Taking a deep in breath. Exhale, release the knees. Gently walk forward. Coming onto those sit bones. Taking a gentle reach forward. Inhale and exhale, lowering to your back. So taking a block or bolster, placing that at the sacrum, so just below that tailbone, supporting the hips, and just releasing the arms beside you, palms up or down. Allowing yourself to settle into the back, settling into those hips. Deep in breath, and exhale. Deep in breath. Exhale, gently releasing the block from beneath you. Let's find some gentle sways here. Again, feeling into those hips. Gently back to center. Give those knees a squeeze. Maybe head towards the knees. Inhale. And exhale, release. Find your version of Shavasana. We think that the point is to pass the test or overcome the problem. But the truth is that things don't really get solved. They come together and they fall apart. It's just like that. The healing comes from letting there be room for all of this to happen. Room for grief, for relief, for misery, for joy. Pema Chodron. But otherwise, beginning to find movement in your hands and feet, fingers and toes, beginning to blink the eyes open. Find that focal point above you. And when you feel ready, bringing your feet flat, finding some gentle sways. Make your way to your side of choice. Take that pause. And gently make your way up into your version of easy seat. On the inhale, sending the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. I embrace my creativity, my inspiration. I welcome all emotions, allowing them to rise and to fall. Simply observing them. I am balanced. Always grateful to our bodies for allowing us to move into practice. I'm grateful to share this practice with you. The light within me acknowledges the light within you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Be on the lookout for my free 5-day Presence and Stillness series. That will appear soon in my video description. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and or comment below. Let me know how the practice helped you, and you can also let me know what other practices you would enjoy seeing on this channel. Have a beautiful day.